Have you ever wondered what it really takes to climb the ranks of one of the world's most notorious criminal organizations? Well, today, we're not just going to talk about the Yakuza, we're putting you right in their shoes. In this explainer, your journey to the very top, it starts right now.
All right, so you've made the call. You're ready to turn your back on your old life and step into a world of, well, something totally different. You see the power, the structure, this so-called family, and you want in. But it's not like you can just fill out an application online, you know? There's no HR department here. So how do you even get your foot in the door?
Your journey doesn't start with a job interview. No, it starts with an oath. Getting into a Yakuza family is a deeply serious commitment, a ritual that is meant to bind you for the rest of your life. This is the first and most critical step you'll ever take.
This whole thing hinges on a ceremony called the Sakazuki Goto. It's a formal, almost sacred ritual, and it all revolves around sharing sake. But let's be crystal clear, this is not a welcome party. This is the point of no return. The second you take part in this, you are symbolically severing all ties with your blood family. You're being reborn as a child of the Yakuza.
Okay, let's walk through this, because every single step is just packed with meaning. First, the Oyabun. He's the boss, and now he's your adoptive father. He pours the sake. Then you drink from his cup. That right there signifies that you accept his power, his patronage. And then you exchange cups. This seals that new father-son bond. From this moment forward, your loyalty has to be absolute. That bond, it's considered unbreakable.
So you're in. Congratulations. But you can forget about the flashy suits and the luxury cars, for now anyway. You are at the absolute bottom of the food chain. Life as a foot soldier is all about one thing: proving your worth through hard work, total obedience, and just enduring whatever they throw at you without a single complaint.
Your day-to-day life is this weird mix of really boring and incredibly dangerous. I mean, one minute you're meticulously cleaning the office or making coffee for your seniors. The very next you're their driver, you're their bodyguard, or you're out on the street collecting protection money. And hey, if a senior member commits a crime and the organization needs someone to take the blame, guess who that's going to be? Yep. It's you. You're expected to take the fall, to go to prison for them without even blinking.
You're now living in a psychological pressure cooker 24/7. It's not just about getting your tasks done. It's about absolute, flawless perfection. Like this quote says, "The slightest little mistake, a moment of disrespect, a word out of line could mean a severe beating or worse." You live in this state of constant controlled fear. The whole environment is designed to break you down and then rebuild you into a completely loyal, unquestioning soldier.
But you do it. You endure. You prove your loyalty, your toughness, your smarts. You survive this trial by fire, and because of that, you finally start to climb. You get promoted. You're no longer just a soldier. You're moving up to the officer ranks, and that comes with real power and real responsibility.
And the change in your life is just dramatic. As a junior, a shate, your entire existence was about taking orders and carrying all the risk for just a tiny stipend. But now, as an officer, a Wakagashira, a first lieutenant, you're the one giving the orders. You're managing profitable businesses, you're delegating the dangerous jobs to the new guys, and you command both respect and a whole lot of fear.
And this is where your ambition really gets put to the test. An opportunity comes up. It's high risk, but it's incredibly high reward. The potential payoff? 100 million yen. That's nearly $1 million US. This is the kind of job that doesn't just make you rich, it makes you a legend inside the family.
Your Oyabun sees your potential. He trusts you. So he offers you the chance to lead this whole operation. If you succeed, you're looking at a massive promotion, a seat at the inner table. But if you fail, well, that means a long, long time in prison, or maybe even a violent end. This is the moment of truth. So, what do? Do you take the risk? This is the kind of decision that separates the soldiers from the future kings.
You took the risk, and you won. After years of cunning, loyalty, and, let's be honest, calculated violence, you've made it. You navigated that treacherous path all the way to the top. The old boss is retired, or maybe met an unfortunate end, and you've been chosen as a successor. You've reached the absolute pinnacle, the Oyabun's chair.
But what does it actually mean to be the Oyabun? The name itself tells you everything you need to know. It literally translates to father status. You're not just a gangster anymore. You are the patriarch of this massive, complicated, and dangerous family. Your word is absolute law. Yeah, but your responsibility for every single person under you is just as absolute.
Your life is no longer about street brawls and collecting cash. You're basically the CEO of a criminal empire now. You spend your days mediating explosive arguments between factions, managing complex financial portfolios, and greasing the wheels with corrupt politicians and cops. You are the one who decides the fate of traitors, and you have to carry the immense weight of knowing that every single decision you make affects the lives of the hundreds of men who now call you father.
And so, here you are. You're at the very top. You've got everything you ever set out to get. The power, the money, the total respect. But as you sit in that chair and you look back at the trail of bodies, the betrayals, the years you lost, the person you had to become to get here, you have to ask yourself, was it all worth the price?